Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for another weekend video. It's been a very long weekend, a very tiring weekend. We did,
You didn't even know what happened.
No, I don't. It's been such a long weekend. Well, anyways, yesterday was our trunk or treat, or not our trunk or treat, our harvest carnival.
You literally don't know what we did.
Literally, yeah. Okay, our harvest carnival at our church yesterday. So we had a lot of work. Cameron does a lot of the grunt work there with the setup and everything, and then he also is in charge of a lot of the big games, and I'm also the clown. So,
and the cleanup we do.
And the cleanup because I am the janitor. So after everyone's done, guess what? Your girl got to clean the bathrooms. So we had a great time yesterday. Great numbers. The kids had a great time. Everybody went really good. But obviously we're very tired.
Yes.
Cameron doesn't wear good shoes to work, so his feetsies are very
sore
right now. And then today we had our chili cook-off at church. I didn't enter this year, but that's okay. Congrats to my girlfriend Jessica. She got first place. Super great for her. But yeah, so it was a busy weekend, a long weekend, both tired. But that's fourth quarter for you.
Well, yeah, fourth quarter in our lives is pretty busy. Usually it's a great time to resell. We're going to show you what sold this weekend in our online store. If you're new, this is Linda. I am Cameron. We're going to go over what sold. We sell on platforms like eBay. We find stuff at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales. So we're going to show you the numbers. We try to get $400 a day. It was not a good weekend. Though we did a lot for the community and a lot for just spending time with people at church, family, it's not a good reselling weekend.
Yes.
Wish it was a little bit better.
Our keywords are try and usually, but no, we didn't do so good. We came in at 26 sales across 3 platforms, which, I mean, hey, we got the extra 2 platforms, even if it's only one a piece. And we came in at just under 880.
So we're pretty much like a whole day's worth of sales
We are missing a
slow.
whole
Friday was a great day of sales, pretty solid, across the board throughout the day. Saturday was slow. Sunday's been slow. Not a lot of activity. Maybe we're just getting a break because we're going to be so tired, and that's what we're doing. They're just not giving us too much work. But
I would
have rather had a few more sales come through. And 26 is pretty low for a 3-day. We just got an offer. Maybe they would buy that. Who knows? But I'd like to see a little more sales for a weekend. Usually want to be at 45, 40, something like that. So definitely lower than what we normally are. Let's get into it, though. First off, is it worth it? First up, we start on Poshmark. We're still selling off those Torrid shoes that we got. Cameron got all those. They were either 12 or 12 wides. I think there was a couple 11s in there, right? Couple. But he paid $1 or $2. $2 a pair. They're all good brands. Torrid's a great brand. And it's got a good resale value on it, actually. Torrid's nice. I like Torrid. It's like it's not an expensive resale.
No.
There's a following for it, but like the sales price is lower. So your margin, you got to buy them at a low cost of goods for it to usually be worth it.
Yeah.
If you're spending too much on it, won't be.
No.
So $2 for a pair of shoes. And again, size 12, 11. These are bigger shoes for women, size wise. Yeah. So there's not as much competition out there. So I got those, and we've been selling a lot of them. This set sold for
$17 plus the buyer paid shipping on Poshmark.
Most sold for around like 22 to 30 bucks on eBay shipped, and sometimes they can ship under £1 even, depending on which ones are there. Mostly sandals, flip-flops, stuff like that. So it ended up being a pretty good buy. Don't recommend going and buying all Torrid you see, though, like I said, unless your cost of goods is low enough for it to be worth it.
Yeah.
Next
up, we go over to Depop, where we have this pair of Adidas Powerlift 2.0s. They're black and red weightlifting shoes. They're men's size 13. They have lots of life left, minor wear to them. Yes. And we did sell those for $39 plus the buyer paid shipping. And those were
$10 at a garage sale, so those were a good one.
Yeah.
The guy said he only used them a few times, and they look like that. So
yeah, they did, because even that logo is still good on the bottom.
Yep.
Then we move over to eBay. We start off with vintage Pele. Mark Buchanan extra large tribal short sleeve shirt.
See what's on there at all, but it's got some stains on it, honestly.
Oh, it's got that big tribal mask kind of vibe on the back with feathers and things. And that one did sell for $27.50 shipped.
There's some stains somewhere on it, so I think I paid like $1 or $2, and then I realized the stains were not going to come out. So
Then another set of our egg weights sold. These are in black, sold for $21 shipped.
That's what the egg weights are. You get 2 of them. They're 1.5 pounds each. I had a whole case of them. We've been selling them. It was a very good buy. Yeah. Went back to the lady though. She did not have any more. So that was a, she had like 6 or 7 more, but it was not what I thought she had. So that was a sad day.
Then out of the Batman comic slots we have the official comic adaptation of the Warner Brothers picture. This one's from '89, so for $18 shipped.
That was pretty good.
Then Cameron got a bunch of these Viewmaster books, like, and
Reels.
sets and stuff, and we sold a lot of like the nature ones for like $100. And then this is the 1967 Beep Beep the Roadrunner 3 reel set and book, sold for $17 shipped on its own.
Yes.
Then we have these women's Vionic Kiki suede lace-up sneakers.
They look nice.
A size 7.5, and they're lightweight, and they sold for $28 shipped. Pick those up at our local Angel View.
I paid $8. It took a while to sell. I would have liked them to sell a little bit more, or a little bit higher price, but it took a while to sell.
Then Cameron got a bunch of GM Chevy pieces. This is the front grille emblem. We think it's specifically for the Traverse because of the way it's set, and it goes for, this one sold for $48 shipped, and he picked those all up at Angel View as well.
A thrift store. So it was $10 for this big one, I think. But there were a lot of little ones that were like 2 for $10 and stuff. But most of them sell for $30 plus. So it was a good deal. And I have a lot more to list. I spent like $100 and something on Chevy bow ties. So yeah.
Then
Definitely would do it again.
The Bachman anniversary 460 pole North, is that North Pole? Or is it supposed to be North Pole?
Supposed to be North
Okay,
Pole.
North Pole and Southern engine. This is the engine. We did sell the one of the cars. And
this one has damage.
This one does have damage, yeah.
I wanted to show you guys.
It's pretty
crushed.
intense
That was
damage.
not from me.
It looks like it melted, honestly, and then it got pushed in.
Yeah, so this is the engine, which is usually a pretty good selling piece because, you know, it's the most valuable piece of the set almost every time.
Some people put double engines on their trains.
Yeah. And then some people want to run like multiple train sets, you know, with the same engine or whatever. Some people are just buying it for parts. I'm hoping someone can either fix it or maybe they're going to take parts off to fix theirs.
Yeah.
I paid $125 for the whole set or something. We sold the caboose for $90, and I sold some track out of there already for I think $100 and something, and then this sold for
$143.
and I still have 2 train cars left, big passenger cars, and I may have one other car that came with it. So I bought the whole set as a big box of a whole train, and I parted out each piece. I seem to make more money that way, and obviously it's a lot easier to process. These boxes are huge that the train engines come in, so yeah. Sorry about that.
Next up, Cameron is downsizing his clothing game, getting into the mini boutique business with vintage Barbie clothes. He found a bunch of Barbie clothes. They're all vintage pieces, and a lot of these are Ken specific, and they actually say Ken on the tag.
I think they're like 60s or 70s, I think is what it is.
This one's a vintage 60s Ken fashion pack. It's a tan and olive green sport button-up shirt from the Barbie collection, but specifically made for Ken. Cameron looked at all of them, and they've all got some pretty good value. They don't, obviously they're not going to run us like $1 billion, but anywhere from what, $15 to $20 a piece.
Yeah, somewhere a little bit less, maybe 12 to 20. And I spent $20 on a whole bag. Lady wanted $75 for this bag of Barbie clothes, and there was one Ken doll in there plus some actual Barbie, not Ken dolls, but some vintage Barbie clothes. She goes, just make me any offer and you can have it. Because I just grabbed it, and I'm like, any offer? She goes, yeah, I just want it gone. I'll take anything. And I was like, $20? And she's like, yeah, deal. I thought it was some good stuff in there because it looked older, and this first piece sold for
just under $14 shipped.
So, and I listed like 8 shirts, all for on the same price. There's a couple of Barbie dresses. There's also a Ken suit and some sweaters, plus the Ken doll himself, and then lots of Ken shoes. So,
Tell you what though, this clothing business, whole lot easier for storage.
Yeah. So this one is we'll probably make maybe $200 in sales, $150 in sales, something like that for our $20. So definitely good. Plus learning a little bit about that kind of stuff, which is nice.
We have some of those Barbie hangers. We should like set up like a mini closet.
Yeah.
That would be
Little
cute.
rack of
Where
them.
you like go through it. We're doing like a mini series on selling Barbie clothes.
Exactly.
That would be adorable. Next up from Savers, Cameron picked up a Breville One Touch Tea Maker, and this is the working base. Sold for $60 shipped.
Look out, this one's got a glass pitcher on here. This is a good one, guys. This whole set goes for about $140, $130. I still parted out because you can make a little bit more money that way when I was calculating, and it still sells. But I'd never seen this one before. Breville is a pretty good brand, so if you see Breville stuff, it's worth at least taking a peek at what it's selling for. But I had never seen this one, and I just saw it. I had bought it, and literally like a couple weeks later, I saw it in someone else's video on YouTube, and I was like, oh, they bought it too. And it was one of their highlights of the year, one of their best selling items, so it was just funny.
Right now we're getting into the cold time, so the hot stuff sells.
And if you're selling kitchen parts, now's the time. Kitchen stuff, as well as when you're selling those like plate sets and stuff, now is a good time of year sometimes for that stuff to move. People pull out their food processor, they see their bowls broken from last year. Oh, hey, or they want an extra bread pan because they're baking bread now this time of year because it's getting colder here. You know, they'll start baking more bread. Those are the times when you start to see more of your kitchen and dining stuff that will sell a little bit better. It sells all year, but a little bit more at this time of year.
Then, speaking of Christmas, we have this dandy dog. It's a Christmas holiday stocking with, does he do something? You have him?
I don't think,
Or
I mean,
no.
he needs batteries.
He needs batteries. But he's got bells on his ears. He's super cute, super fluffy, and he sold for 31.5 shipped.
Last year we sold, or maybe 2 years ago, we sold like
2 years ago, we sold a bunch
like 8 of those
animals.
plush stockings, animals,
like
and
those.
they just kept selling. We sold through almost all we have, so I have a couple more.
We have a Dalmatian one.
He's got some staining on him though, but it's an actual 101 Dalmatians one.
We have a snowman one.
He's been around for a while. This snowman.
He's got one of those. He's got something in him. He might work.
And then I got a moose.
Is it a moose or a reindeer?
Yeah, reindeer.
I think that one's. Yeah, because that's a hat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be a couple more in there, but I usually pick them up for $1 or $2 at the States. I don't pay a ton because they don't sell crazy, but you make a little bit of money on them.
Then the Disney 200 buy, which is the second set of Disney ornaments that Cameron got after the Disney 330 buy. This is the Disney Store Roger and Jessica Rabbit ornament with the iconicness of them. There they are.
Pretty
The
cool.
only issue is that like her dress in this is pink, and normally she's in like a red dress, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, that one sold for $64 shipped.
We only sold 2 things from there so far, so we're only $80 in sales for our 200. So I did list things a little bit higher though, because it is that time of the year where this stuff might sell a little better Christmas time. So I listed on the higher end to see if stuff will move for a little better price. So we'll see.
Then we have the Expositor's Study Bible. It's in the giant print edition with the Jimmy Swaggart, and that sold for $45 shipped. Then we got this pair of Minnetonka 1652 fringe high boots. They're size 8 and brown suede, sold for $44 shipped. Then a $250 DVD and video game buy. We have Resident Evil 7 Biohazard for Xbox One, sold for $12.5 shipped. Then another set of egg weights sold in the purple for $21
This shows proof that we have them.
And next up, out of $250 DVD and video game buy, also Krampus Origins on DVD sold for $8 and some change.
That's a weird one.
Creepy. The Santa Devil. Then we got these just in like a bunch of random stuff. They're DC Comics from the Flashpoint box. They're Cyborg socks, sold for $11 and some change. Then we have these Joe's jeans. They're men's size 38, 32s, and a dark wash, sold for $32 shipped. Pick those up at our local Angel View. Then we have this set of Stafford Essentials low-rise briefs. They're a 3-pack of 100% cotton whites in large, sold for $36 shipped.
They got like $5 or $8. He's got 4 of them, so we sold just our second one to sell.
Nice. Then the Best of Bob Dylan, a piano, vocal, and guitar book by Bob Dylan, sold for $12 and some change. Then off of that, Nostalgia electric ice cream maker. This is the canister that you use to make the ice cream in, sold for $20 shipped. And those are the Cameron got the Nostalgia and the Rival
all for free
ice cream makers on the side of the road. Then,
what a good buy.
Camp 2025, I picked up a bunch of Mariposa aluminum pieces, most of them being napkin weights. I paid $60 for the lot, and we have been selling these little pieces. This is the canoe. There it is. Super cute. Not too big. And that one did sell for $25 shipped. So
she's got like 7 left.
yeah. So I think
We've sold 3 or 4.
I think I've sold 4. So I think
You
I
probably
might
have
be
made your money back.
Made my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Then a Panasonic DVD player remote, so for $12 shipped. And last but not least, Cameron went to a garage sale, and the people had all of these.
Where I got the Barbie clothes actually.
There you go. They had all of these, but they took all the DVDs out of them because they just wanted the DVDs, but not the fancy case. I'm like, why would you buy the fancy case just to take the DVD
even this
out?
part where like where the DVD actually sits in.
That's just so
They're
weird.
like, oh, we have them all in like a little slip cover. We're just gonna throw these away, but we decided to list them for sell them for 50 cents each. These Walt Disney treasures,
weird.
if you see these, they do have some value, especially if they're sealed. But I was like, I can't leave them there for 50 cents. And so I picked out, there was like 5 of them. I picked them all up at 50 cents each. And this one sold for
$12 shipped.
not a whole lot, but at least someone can complete their set, or maybe they had a damaged case or something like that. So
It's just weird to me. Like, oh, let's buy the fancy one, but take the DVD out and not save the fancy case.
Yeah.
That is literally where the value is.
Yeah, it was a weird sale because they had some nice stuff though. Because I bought a PS3 Fat. That's the backwards compatible for $10. I didn't know if it worked. Haven't even tested it yet. I got those. I got the Barbie dolls, and then I bought 18, I think it was, or something, 19, maybe more, Pendleton shirts and different stuff, jackets, all for $10 a piece for the Pendleton. They had a lot of good quality stuff, but sometimes their pricing was like weird. And like, why would you, like Linda said, why would you just not keep that, for your collection?
Like,
but
okay.
everybody's got their own way of doing things, so at least we'll make a few bucks on it. Like I said, we can complete someone's set, or if they have a broken one, they can fix theirs. So that is all we have. Not a great day, not a great weekend of sales, slower than what we'd like it to be. Hopefully we'll bounce back this week and have some cool stuff to show you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.